everybody, and happy Monday. This is Maria from the Inner Circle, and I am here for Move the Needle Monday. Every Monday, I record videos about things that you can do and things you can focus on to move the needle in your service-based business. So that's what I'm here doing on this fine Monday. So this Monday, I decided to talk about discovery calls and how to do them well, because in the Inner Circle this month, which is my private membership, we've released a 17-page workbook. I've got it right here, called How to Master Your Discovery Calls. So it's a workbook that covers how to prepare for a discovery call. There we go. How to master the call itself, how to plan for success, and what to do after the discovery call is over. So today I'm going to just give you 5 tips from the book itself on how to prepare for discovery calls to ensure you're increasing your chances of getting hired. Now, if you want to access this workbook, you can join the Inner Circle today to access this workbook, plus a whole ton of other resources to help service providers grow and scale their businesses and make sure that they're running a successful professional business. So today, for our topic for today, how to master discovery calls, and specifically 5 ways to prepare for a discovery call so that you're increasing your chances of getting hired. So, what is a discovery call, first of all? A discovery call is a call that you get on with a prospect, someone who isn't a client yet, but someone who's interested in working with you and would love to know whether you guys are a good fit, whether you have the right skills for the job role that they need filling. So a discovery call usually happens to see if you're a good fit, and for you guys, as well as service providers, to see if this is a client that you actually want to work with. So you have to remember that these calls are two-way. It's a chance for the prospect to see whether you're a good fit for them, and for you to see whether you yourself feel right working for this client and the work that they need doing. So they're nerve-wracking. It's never that fun doing a discovery call. It's kind of scary because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. You just want to get hired, right? And you just want to show up as your best self. So here are my 5 tips really quickly on what you can do to prepare for a discovery call so that you're increasing your chances of getting hired. Okay, so first, before you get on the discovery call, it's a really good idea to have a good sense of what your client wants to talk about. What are they going to bring up? What questions are they going to ask you? What do they want to know about you? What tasks do they want to outsource? What do they actually want you to take over? And a good way to get all of this information before you actually get on the discovery call is to have a client intake questionnaire on your website, or just a link that you can send your prospects to fill in this form so that you can gather all the relevant information that you need so that you're going into the call kind of well prepared, having a good knowledge of what they want to talk about, and all of that good stuff, so that you're not kind of blindly having this weird random conversation. You actually have meaty stuff to talk about, and you're kind of going in prepared. We have a client intake questionnaire in the Inner Circle learning portal. So if you're a member, you can go access that template. You can take it and put it on your website, and you've got a fully robust client intake questionnaire ready to use right now. So yeah, make sure you have a good sense of what they want to talk about. Number 2, do your homework on the prospect. What is their business? What do they do? What are their products or services? Check out their website, check out their about page, check out their social media accounts. What is happening in their business right now? Are there any developments that you should be aware of? Are they running any campaigns that you should be aware of? Just make sure that you do your homework so that when you're having a conversation with your client, you're really knowledgeable about their business and their products and services. And you also have a good sense of what they might need help. Identify the areas where you think that you might be able to be of use. If they run an email newsletter, maybe you can help them set up the email newsletter. If they're active on socials, maybe you can help them with their social media engagement and posting and scheduling and things like that. So make sure you do your homework on the business. Number 3, and this is all part of doing your homework as well, find something like key to either compliment them on or to bring up in conversation maybe a recent development in their business. Maybe they've recently moved offices that you can kind of bring up in conversation. Maybe the business owner went on a vacation that you saw on their social media accounts, and you can say something like, I've always wanted to go to Cancun. It looked fantastic. So find something personal to bring up in conversation, to really spark that conversation and to signal to the business owner that you are genuinely and sincerely interested in their business and what's going on. And my top suggestion is find something to also compliment them on. Maybe you love getting their email newsletter. Maybe you love their brand logo or their name. Maybe you love the layout of their website. Everybody loves to receive compliments, right? So you'll be starting this relationship off on a great footing if you can find something to compliment them on. Now, don't go crazy. Don't play teacher's pet and kind of, compliment them every 5 seconds. Just find one thing that really resonated with you. One thing rather that really resonated with you, and bring it up in conversation. Again, this will show the client that you've done your homework and that you're genuinely drawn to their business. Number 4, okay? And this is just to help with the tangible preparation for the discovery call. Write down the possible questions that they might ask you, okay? So this is so you can kind of get your mind and your brain familiar with the kind of questions that you're going to be addressed with. So if it's things like, what experience do you have with Instagram engagement? What was your favorite project to work on with a previous client? How many clients have you worked with? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So write down all of these different things that you might potentially come up with in conversation and think about how you're going to answer them. This will just train your mind to get into the mindset of answering these questions and coming up with really good answers ahead of time, instead of having to think of them on the fly during the call. So number 5, send a confirmation email before the day of your call, or on the day of before your call. So send a confirmation email the day before your call. Now, a lot of people use automatic schedulers, so you'll probably get a confirmation email sent from your scheduler or from their scheduler to say, get ready for your call in 24 hours. But I think it's a really nice touch if you send a personal email to your prospect and say something like, hi, Jane, I'm really looking forward to our call tomorrow. Let me know if the times still work for you. Really short, really simple, but it just shows your client or your prospect that you're a real person and you're genuinely excited for this conversation that you're about to have. So it's a really simple thing to do, but I think it creates a really, really good impact and really helps you start that conversation on a person-to-person level when you have that discovery call the next day. Okay, so those are my 5 tips. There's another 5 tips in the workbook itself. Again, you can access the workbook if you're a member of the Inner Circle. It's a great resource to get you in the right mindset and to have you feeling confident about your upcoming discovery call. So try out the workbook, let me know how it goes, and I can't wait to see what success you have.